Hi, hello, hey, hi, hello, friends. I hope that you are all doing wonderful whenever you are watching this video. Today I am sharing my October favorites with you guys. I cannot believe that we only have 2 months left of the year. I say this every single favorites video, but this year is flying by, and I feel like the more months that I do favorites videos, the less items that I have to actually show you guys, because I have already talked about most of my favorites. I'm a creature of habit, so I don't really change things up that often. But this month I have a handful of tangible items to show you guys, and then I also have some other things that were either favorite entertainment related things or favorite like experiences from this month. So I do have some fun things to share with you guys, and I will just start with the first thing, which is related to the nail polish that I have on my nails right now. This is the OPI nail polish from the Wicked collection that they released last holiday season. I believe this color is called Let's Rejoicify. So if you are an OG from my channel, right around the time that I started my channel, I recorded my Christmas haul, and I recorded a short also where I showed this, like the whole collection that this came in. Basically, it was like an advent calendar that was OPI X Wicked, so a little collab with Wicked, and there were 12 nail polishes. I just so happened to be wearing this color today, so I wanted to bring this one to show you guys. But within the last month or two, I've used the like dark blue shade, a red shade. I've used this color more than once. I've used the green shade, the hot pink shade. I've just been loving this nail polish collection, but I think even more than that, I've just been enjoying wearing regular nail polish. Back in either June or July, I decided to give my nails a break from doing Gel X nail designs and Gel X nail, like extended nails, whatever, I don't know what you want to call it, Gel X nail sets, because my nails were getting damaged. You can kind of still see that, like underneath the nail polish, the nail beds kind of have some dents and things, and it could also be a vitamin deficiency. I was googling it the other day, and it was saying that I could be iron deficient, which is very likely. But regardless, I wanted to give my nails a bit of a break to see if when they grew out a little bit they would be healthier. And regardless of the health of my nails, I've just been enjoying the simplicity of using regular nail polish instead of having to get out my nail extensions and the UV light and get out the like base gel polish and then the gel color, and then if I want to do designs, doing that. All of that to say that I think I just got lazy, and these nail polishes are so much easier. So yeah, I will stop rambling about my nail polishes. I've just been loving the OPI Wicked collection. The next item that I have is this Mix Bar Vanilla Bourbon Hair and Body Mist. This was a body mist that my sister got me for my birthday this year, and I didn't use it when she first got it for me because my birthday is in June, and usually during the summer I really like to wear body sprays and perfumes that are super fruity and kind of smell like you're spraying juice or a smoothie on you. That is the level of fruitiness that I want to smell like. So I saved this, but I brought it out either the end of September or the beginning of October, and I've been loving this. It's such a rich vanilla scent, and it's definitely a warm vanilla. I personally don't like vanillas that are too sweet, like especially in the fall time when Bath and Body Works, for example, when they do like a pumpkin vanilla cupcake or vanilla frosting, vanilla, like anything that is too sweet is too much for me. But this one has kind of an ambery note. It's probably that bourbon note. It's just warm and inviting, and I think, in my opinion, this could be a unisex scent. It's just so good and definitely has gotten me into the fall spirit whenever I get ready in the morning. That one is just, it's so good, and I will definitely be utilizing that over the next few months. I'm definitely the type of person who likes to make sure that my scents kind of fit with the season. So like in the spring, I like to wear florally scents, and then the summer, like I said, I really like fruity scents. And then when it comes to the fall, I enjoy vanillas, I enjoy gourmand scents, and then the winter I kind of like more of the fresh scents. It could still be gourmand, but definitely more of a fresh, clean scent. I don't know if that's silly to kind of categorize your scents, your fragrances based on the season, but I definitely do that personally. Next, I have two items that go hand in hand. So one day I was at Walmart and I smelled this deodorant by Secret. It is their champagne blush deodorant, but I think it was like $8 or $9, and the deodorant that I usually use is like $7 or $8, and something about that, I just was not able to spend the money on that. But then I walked like 2 aisles over and saw that Olay had the same scent in a body wash, and this is a much bigger size. I don't remember how much this cost, probably $8 or $9 as well, but I was getting so much more product. So I purchased this at Walmart. Oh, it smells so good. Like I said, this is the champagne blush scent. It has notes of berries, sugared rim, and rose petals. Berries, sugared rim, and rose petals. It's definitely, to me, it's more of that spring, summer scent, but I honestly don't even care because it just smells so good. So I purchased this at Walmart, and then at the beginning of October, Amazon had their 2-day Amazon Prime sales, and the deodorant was on sale for like $5.50, and I knew that I loved the body wash, so I had to buy the deodorant as well. And I honestly didn't even realize that they were 2 different brands. We've got Secret and Olay. I don't know why I just assumed that it would be the same brand, but it's all under P&G, Procter & Gamble. So technically it is the same, overall company. But I've been loving these. And one day I was sitting next to my husband on the couch right after I had applied this deodorant, and he was like, "You smell really good." But I wasn't wearing any perfume or anything. I'm pretty sure this was the only thing I had on. And so I was like, "I think that's my deodorant." And he complimented my deodorant. So that was pretty good. That's how you know it's a good smelling deodorant, if someone can smell it from next to you. Like, we weren't right next to each other. We were just like near each other on the couch. And he could still smell it. So apparently it's a good scent if you are ever at Walmart, or I'm sure Target has this scent. I definitely recommend checking it out, either Olay or Secret. It's definitely a good one. And then my last beauty favorite is probably my absolute favorite item from this whole video. It is this Fenty, what is it called? The Diamond Balm All Over Diamond Veil. And it is the shade How Many Carats? How Many Carats? Let me swatch this for you guys. I have been wearing this all over my eyelid. I just love it. I believe it's technically supposed to be like a face highlighter, but I personally would not wear this like on my cheekbones unless maybe if I was at like Disney World or at a concert or something. But it is just this glitter finish, and I love to cover my entire eyelid with it. And the first day that I brought that out, because I was wearing a different eyeshadow for a while, like one from an Essence eyeshadow palette, and I started wearing this, and the first day that I put it on, I got 2 compliments from coworkers, so that was how I knew that it was a good choice. And I've just been wearing it every day since. And I told my sister, I was like, I just want it to look like I'm crying or sweating glitter. I just want my whole eyelid to sparkle and shine. And my last tangible item is candles. Candles. Specifically this candle, which is Golden Cypress and Suede by Sensational. My husband and I bought this at TJ Maxx last year for $15, and I've been burning this for the last 2 days. You can probably see I actually just blew out the candle and brought it over here, so it's still kind of like warm. And we live in a condo. I talk about that all the time, so it's not like we have a ton of space. So whenever I light this candle specifically, it makes our entire condo smell so good. And I also have a candle in our kitchen. If we're just sitting in the living room watching TV, I will burn that candle. I have a candle on my vanity in our second room, so I will light that candle if I'm in there getting ready or just like sitting at my desk. I'm so glad that the weather has cooled off enough to light candles. There were a few days in September where it would be chilly and it would kind of fake the fall autumn feeling, and then the next day it would be 80 or 90 degrees Fahrenheit, so it would be super duper warm, and then we would have one cool day and then it would be really warm again. But we have finally broken into the fall weather, and it's just been chilly every day, and I'm loving it. I just love the fall season, and both me and my husband have definitely been feeling the fall spirit ever since I started lighting this candle specifically, because it just smells like a fireplace. It smells like wood. Let's see. The scent notes are bergamot, oak moss, lavender, cinnamon, some sort of wood. I don't know how you pronounce that. Guaiac. Wood. And then suede. And I just love it. If you ever see this exact candle at TJ Maxx, I would recommend, if you enjoy woodsy fireplace smells. That would be the best way I can describe it. Okay, before I get into least favorites, I'm gonna quickly talk about my hair. I finally got a haircut, and that's definitely gonna be a favorite of this month. It is a little bit shorter than I wanted it to be. It's not super short. I mean, it's still got a good bit of length to it, but I'm really glad that I just kind of went for it and got the haircut because my hair feels so much healthier, and I can really brush through it now, where I was kind of getting to a point that anytime that I would brush my hairbrush through it, it would stop like 2 or 3 inches from the bottom because I just had so much breakage that it would tangle. So now it is nice and healthy. I think honestly I probably could have cut off a little bit more to make it really healthy, but you can just see it just looks so much nicer now. So yeah, that's a favorite from this month. Okay, now I will get into the random favorites. My first random favorites is garage sales. So my husband and I, one day, we were just bored and we didn't have any plans for the day. So I was like, go get dressed and we will drive around and look for a garage sale. And he was really confused because I guess when he was growing up, he just never paid attention to garage sales. Where I grew up, in the neighborhood that I lived in, there were garage sales every single Saturday. You could just drive a block and there would be at least 1 or 2 garage sales. So I was like, just go get dressed. We will go look for one. And we went to one and we found a beautiful piece of artwork. But that was about it because we went out later in the afternoon or later in the morning. It was like 11. And I think the garage sale ended at noon. So then the next weekend, I was like, let's try to go out a little bit earlier and see if we can get any good finds. And we went to a few garage sales and we hit the jackpot. We found a lot of great items. I actually did a haul video, so I will try to remember to link that down below for you guys if you have not seen that video. It was just super fun to find a bunch of items. We got some artwork, we got some Christmas stuff. My husband found a stationary bike, like a workout bike, which was great. I got some shirts. So we've just loved garage sales, and I feel like we're kind of getting to the end of garage sale season as it's cooling down outside, but I definitely think that we will probably go to more garage sales in the future. There's actually one this weekend in our neighborhood, and we might go check that one out. So I don't know, it was so fun to kind of find this new realm of hobbies. My husband loves to shop, I love to shop, so whenever we can find a new place to shop at, it's always fun. And I think part of the exciting part of garage sales is that you never know what you're gonna find, and you also can do some bargaining if you're feeling brave and bold. And yeah, you just never know if you're gonna find 10 things, if you're gonna find nothing, if you're gonna find one really great piece, so I just think that it was fun for us to go to garage sales together and find things for our home and just to be excited about it. It was just a fun little thing to do together. The next favorite was the Jonas Brothers concert. Oh my gosh. So at the end of September, I went through some health stuff and I won't go into that. But I didn't know for sure if I was going to be able to go to the Jonas Brothers concert. My sister and I have gone to, well, now we have gone to 3 Jonas Brothers concerts together. I have gone to 4. My husband and I went to their concert in 2023, but my sister and I went to their concert in 2019, 2021, and now 2025. So I always love the Jonas Brothers concerts, but because of the health thing that I was going through, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to stand for that long, if I was going to have the energy to go to that. But like the weekend before, I was texting my sister and I was like, I think I can do it. I think I can go to this concert. So she bought the tickets for us, which I'm very, very grateful for. And we went to the concert. I'm not going to say the exact date because I'm not really sharing where I live on my channel, but it was towards the beginning of October and it was incredible. It was spectacular. I think that those boys put on such a good show. Those men, I should say. Sorry. I think those men put on such a good show. They are clearly entertainers and they clearly enjoy what they do. So it is always so fun to go, and they're one of few bands or groups, whatever you want to call it, that I legitimately know probably 90% of their songs. I for sure know every song from the last 3 albums that they've put out. And obviously my whole childhood, I'm only 26 years old, so my entire childhood was me growing up watching Camp Rock and watching Jonas and just watching them grow up. So I just love seeing them in concert, and I'm so glad that we were able to go and I was able to experience it. It was amazing, incredible, wonderful, spectacular. Just the best night of the month. The next 2 favorites that I wanted to share with you guys, one is a movie and one is a TV show. So the movie that I finally watched this month was K-pop Demon Hunters. I think that movie came out in like June. Maybe it was sooner than that. But I heard so many people talking about it. I heard about it on Instagram from songs like Golden and Soda Pop, and just seeing clips and seeing people do their hairstyles and makeup looks, all of that stuff. And then I have a student. If you guys don't know, I work at a school, and back in August when we started the school year, we had one student and he's in like 4th grade, and he would always sing Soda Pop, and I would have it stuck in my head just from him singing it. I had never watched the movie, I had never sat down and listened to the music, but I always had this song stuck in my head. So I finally told my husband, I was like, we need to sit down and watch this movie. Like, I just need to, because I keep hearing the music. So we watched it, and when he saw like the intro to it, he was like, I don't know about this. He did not think he was really gonna like it, but we both ended up really enjoying it, and I just think it's a fun movie. I mean, it's definitely an animated movie, for a younger age range, but I think there's a lot of good stories and good like motivational inspiration, and just talking about like seeing the good in people behind the bad. And honestly, I feel like as a Christian, it was kind of like a message of faith and hope, and like just because you have some bad experiences doesn't mean that you are not able to get past that and be accepted and all of that stuff. So I definitely think it was a cute movie, and I enjoyed watching that. And then the other entertainment thing that I have is also a children's entertainment piece. It is the Wizards Beyond Waverly Place. So I think the first season must have come out last year, and then they just released the second season, and I was seeing some advertisements for it on Instagram, and one day I was like, we should watch at least the first episode. I told that to my husband, and he was like, I don't know. I think we watched the trailer and we were like, I don't know. But I loved Wizards of Waverly Place growing up, so I just needed to watch this reboot just to see how good it was. And we've probably watched like 6 episodes so far. We are definitely into it and enjoying it, and it's just a fun, easy show to watch. So that's been fun. It's been fun to watch those. We've also just been watching a ton of Halloween Disney movies, like Halloween Town, Halloween Town 2. We watched, what is it called? What is it? It's the one about the Megaplex. It's The Haunting of the Megaplex or something. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to write it down here because I'm totally blanking on the name of that movie. I'm so sorry. But we watched that. I feel like we watched at least one other Halloween movie. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but just watching seasonal movies has been fun. And then the final thing that I have to leave you guys with that I've been enjoying are the refreshers from Panda Express. So random and so oddly specific, but one day my husband brought home Panda Express and he got me a refresher. I forget what the flavor was. It was like watermelon guava or something, and that one was really good. So then I asked him to get me a different one time, and it was like pomegranate pineapple, and both of them were incredible. I think they have like 4 flavors, so I definitely want to try the other flavors, but they've just been fun and makes my meals more exciting when I have a fun little drink. But I will say that they're very expensive, so I usually try to only drink a little bit for a few different meals, just to make the most out of it. But if you're ever at Panda Express and you have the opportunity to try their refreshers, they are very good. It's just like a juice, you know, like nothing too special, but I just enjoy the flavors of them. So those are all of my favorites for October. Thank you guys for another wonderful month. I know that in August and September I mentioned that life had been crazy and a roller coaster, but this month was definitely on the uphill range of things, and I thank you guys for that, for always just being a safe place for me to be and to express myself. And I just love making videos and sharing them with you guys, so I appreciate anyone who decided to spend your time with me today, and I hope that if you are not already, you will subscribe and join the family. I love you guys, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.